The email arrived at 0200 hours. No subject line, just an attachment. Her lawyer's watermark burned into the corner of the video. I clicked it in the dark of my quarters, sand still in my boots, blood still drying on my knuckles from the last operation. There they were, my wife, my bed, another man, laughing. Her voice sharp, cruel, carried across the tinny speakers. That idiot's risking his life while we spend his combat pay. His voice followed, deeper, mocking. When he dies, you get 500 grand in life insurance. Then she laughed, the kind of laugh I'd once killed to protect. If only we could speed that up. I didn't move, didn't blink, just watched the loop of betrayal. Then I forwarded it to my commander. Minutes later, a reply. Soldier, your next mission is personal. On the battlefield, betrayal comes in the form of friendly fire. At home, it wears perfume and whispers promises in your bed. 28 years of black ops, no identity, no records, only missions. While I was breaking nations apart, she was dismantling me from the inside. The divorce papers were dated weeks before my deployment. The ink already dry while I was still out in the desert, watching my men bleed. She didn't want me back, she wanted the money. My blood converted to currency. I remembered every late-night phone call where she sounded distracted, every unanswered message, every shift in her tone when I asked about the kids. Oh wait, there were no kids. She wanted to keep her body free for him, for them. The realization hit in pieces, like shrapnel. My marriage hadn't died suddenly. It had been rotting slowly, while I was too loyal, too blind to smell the decay. No anger yet, just silence. I started pulling threads. Her credit card statements, hotel charges in towns I'd never been to, dates that lined up perfectly with my deployments. Phone records, his number saved under Jenny, work. The audacity almost made me laugh. Photographs, screenshots, a trail of arrogance left like breadcrumbs. I'd been trained to dismantle terrorist cells, to slip into cities unseen, to study every habit of a target until their destruction felt inevitable. I turned that same training inward, toward her. But this wasn't rage, this was craft. I memorized their routines, when he entered the house, when she called him, how long she stayed on the line after pretending to hang up with me. I didn't confront, I didn't accuse, because confrontation is release, and release is weakness. No, I would hold it, let it sharpen, until the blade was ready. The night I returned home, I wore silence like armor. She opened the door, fake surprise plastered across her face, kiss on the cheek, perfume heavy, masking sweat that wasn't mine. He was there too, not even hiding, sitting in my chair, drinking from my glass. I set my duffel down, unzipped it, and pulled out a single envelope. "Open it," I said. She hesitated. He smirked, confident, like a man who thought he'd won. Inside, everything. Bank records, messages, photos, the video her lawyer had so proudly sent me. Her face collapsed. His smirk faltered. Her lips moved, desperate. "No," I said, voice flat, cold. "You can't." She reached for me. I stepped back. "You ruined yourself," I told her. I just watched. Her mother had always said I wasn't enough for her. Now I understood why. She didn't want a husband, she wanted a payout. I placed another document on the table, not a threat, a fact. The military had seized my accounts temporarily, pending investigation. The life insurance policy, suspended. The divorce settlement, contested with evidence of infidelity. Her face drained. The future she built on my death dissolved in seconds. I leaned in close, my words almost a whisper. "You don't get my money. You don't get my name. You don't even get my silence. All you get is him. And I'll let you choke on that choice." The boyfriend stood, tried to meet my stare. But some men crumble when they realize they've been measured by a soldier who's buried better men than them. He crumbled. I left that night with nothing but my duffel, nothing but clarity. The house, the bed, the years, they were already burned to ash. I thought betrayal would feel like fire. It didn't. It felt like frost, numb, precise, cutting cleaner than any blade. Some missions end with explosions. Mine ended with silence. Because revenge isn't noise. It isn't blood. It's stripping someone of the illusion that they ever mattered. As I walked into the cold night, I knew one truth with absolute certainty. I'd survived ambushes, bullets, and bombs. But this was the first mission that taught me the deadliest weapon I had wasn't a rifle. It was restraint. She thought I'd die for her fortune. She never expected I'd live for her ruin.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.